Hello everybody, it's Adrian from Film Adrian, and I'm out here at a park. I'm in my car. I just took a little cruise, and I wanted to talk a little bit about something that I don't really see a whole lot being talked about, especially nowadays when it comes to filmmaking, and that's this idea of making films, especially short films, whether it's for YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever platform it is. The reality is that you see a short film, you see that it's nicely shot, you see it's nicely filmed, but the reality is that making short films is actually very difficult. There's a lot that goes into making short films, whether it's from all the way from writing the script all the way to the final delivery. There's just a lot that is involved in that process. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my experiences making a short film. Specifically, this short film was called The Voice. I had filmed this last year in April of 2025, and it was finally uploaded in May. I believe the date was May 17th. That's when it was uploaded to YouTube. If you want to watch The Voice, I'll link it up in the description below. So yeah, so we're going to talk about that short film. So making that short film was very, very difficult because the biggest issue we had was we had a script. I had the story. I started working on it in, I want to say, January of that year, maybe even December of 2024. I think that's when I started working on it. So basically, it took me about 3 months from when I started writing it to when the script was finished. And once it was finished, that's when we started to do the process of casting. Now, I had two actors originally that I had selected to be in this film, and I both thought they were very good. They did I think they did a virtual audition. I looked at their headshots, their reels. I was really impressed with their work, and I offered them the positions, and they took it. So come April 2025, we started to set up the shoot. I had the cinematographer, who was actually he's pretty much a friend of mine. He's a teacher at a high school, and he did a really good job. He has a really good resume, a really good portfolio, so I picked him to do it. And then we started planning for production, and what ended up happening was that the original two actors that I approached to originally be in this project, they both quit. So the first actor that I picked for the part, he was supposed to start filming with us on a certain date, but then he told me that he couldn't make it because he had another film shoot. And I made the mistake of extending the film for his own, to fit his schedule. And I'll explain why. So what ended up happening was 2 weeks went by, and we were getting close to the filming date, but I heard nothing from this guy. And I started reaching out to him, and I messaged him, and he did not respond to anything. So then I had to make the choice, the very difficult choice of letting him go. So then the second actor that was in that film, he was still involved in the project, but then we had to delay the first shoot because, well, we had to delay the shoot because the actor wasn't available, so we had to get another actor, and then we ended up having to delay the second shooting date because even when we got the new actor, because of the weather. It was raining, it was really cold. We filmed this film at a location where there was absolutely like nothing, it was just pure desert. It was right in front of a state park, actually. There's like, you could see the rocks in the background of the film. The weather was really, really cold, and it was raining for some reason at that time, and it was getting really cold, and I didn't want to be out filming at night because of the weather. I made the decision at that point to delay the film again. So what ended up happening was the second actor that I had originally told me, hey, so as it turns out, I can't do this film anymore. I'm going to move on to another project. He just told me he had to film something else, and he said, I'm still interested in working with you. And I'm like, oh shit, so I got to find another actor now. So the replacement actor I picked was actually the son of the cinematographer. His name was Marco. He did a really good job in the film, and he's a younger guy. I think he's still in high school. That was like his first film that he had done. So I had him, and then I decided to approach another actor. His name was Ivan, and I had selected him to be on board, and then he was on board to do it. I was like, okay. So the third shooting time was the time that we decided to go out, and then it started raining again. The weather was just shit. We could not film the film. I said, you know what, we're gonna have to delay it again. And I remember the sound guy that did production sound, he was telling me, it's a good decision you made that because the weather's just bad. That was the second issue that I had, was just the weather. A week goes by, and I'm talking to the actors. Marco could make it, but the other actor, other actor's name was Ivan. He was trying to see if he could get the day off for that final shoot day, and I was getting at the point like, man, I might need to get somebody else because we really need to get this film shot. And then he was telling me, hold on, let me try and talk to my supervisor. Let me see if I could get the day off. So I said, you know what, like, I'll let him talk to a supervisor. I said, I'll just give him a chance. So then he was talking to his supervisor, and his supervisor gave him the day off. It was like at the very last minute, like, you know what, we need whatever we can get here. I said, you know what, at this point, I just want to get this movie filmed because I don't want to be delaying it any further. Then everybody was finally set. I had this production sound, I had cinematographer, everybody, cast, crew was set. So then comes the shooting day, and lo and behold, it starts raining again. And I'm like, oh my God, man, I really hope it doesn't get bad to the point where we have to delay it again. So I was waiting and waiting, and then I think it was around 4 p.m. We were going to start filming around 6, 7, because that's when the sun went down. The weather started clearing up. It was still kind of cold. It was still rainy, but we said, you know what? Me and the cinematographer were like, you know what? Let's just go for it. Let's just try it. So we went, and then lo and behold, the sun was clearing up for a little bit, and then we started filming. Yeah, we managed to get the film done. We were running out of daylight originally at first, so then I was like, you know what, guys, we gotta get with the film. We gotta start filming everything. And so we ended up just filming, getting the film done on time, and we actually had some time to kill. And I was really surprised that we got this film shot. Honestly, I didn't think we were gonna get it filmed. Yeah, that was the story of the movie and how we made it. And honestly, it was very hard. This whole time I was worried they were gonna change my work schedule, so I just had to like just pray that they wouldn't change my work schedule. Fortunately, they didn't. So the film shoot went fine. Then post-production came. It was actually relatively easy to edit the film. It wasn't hard at all. The cinematographer did a really good job. The scenes were very well lit. The only issue I had was the editor that I worked with. He's actually my best friend. His name is Eddie. He did a really good job editing the film, but his schedule was his work schedule was kind of all over the place, so I had to kind of work with him on that. And so eventually, he came to my house one time, and I think for like a night or two, we were just like editing the film straight until like 12 o'clock because he would go in like at 5 p.m. So he was like used to staying up. Yeah, we got the film edited. We got it done. We got it done by May 17th. It was really fun to edit, actually. I had to fix some cinematography issues, but other than that, everything was went really smoothly. So I turned on my light because the daylight's getting kind of thin. But I just wanted to say, so the whole moral of the whole story is that, making these short films, it's extremely difficult. It's a lot harder than you think. I think the same thing could be said even about commercials, but other kinds of media. Short films are definitely very hard to make, and most people that I know, most filmmakers that I've seen, they don't get paid from it. So it's very unfortunate that that's a thing. I mean, honestly, I do this stuff because I love doing this stuff. I have a passion for it. I hope one day I could make it into a career. I hope I could turn it into a job. That's my main goal. Right now, things are a little bit up in the air when it comes to my situation and stuff like that, but I'm just pushing through. Hopefully, I think sooner or later I'll end up making more stuff again, and you guys will be the first to know once I make a new short film. So yeah, that's the video, guys. I'm gonna link that video up in the description, or you'll see it in this video as a little title. I'll have it linked right here, so if you want to watch it. Thank you guys for listening, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you could let me know in the comments and let me know what you think about short films. I mean, do you think they're hard to make? Have you made one? Do you want to make one? Yeah, just let me know what you think, and thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.